Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video today, I have my homies Spiteful Hopes, Rawaad, and Torcrunch. This video was recorded a while ago, so maybe some of the topics might be a little outdated. I don't believe so, because this entire video is basically talking about PvP and co-op. We didn't really go into the 6-year anniversary too much. However, it is a very 6-year anniversary topic, seeing, maybe having a new PvP or co-op mode in Dokkan battle. So we do go into a lot of various different things. So make sure to go ahead and check out the video and check out their channels. I'm going to go ahead and sign off here and let past Gacha Talks take over. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very special discussion video. I'm accompanied by Torcrunch, Rawaad, and Spiteful Hopes, which are primarily Bleach, Brave Souls content creators, they've been around on the platform for a very long time. These guys have been absolutely killing it. And in today's video, we're going to basically be discussing co-op and PvP and Dokkan battle. And I thought it would be a great idea to bring guys who have a lot of experience with that, because Bleach Brave Souls does have pretty good co-op system. It's fun. The PvP system might not be that great, but it could still work in Dokkan because, again, it's not super focused on PvP. So let's go ahead and introduce everybody. We'll start off with Rawaad. First time on the channel.
I'm good, brother. Thank you for having me on, and let's get into this. Well, I guess you got to introduce everybody.
Yeah.
Good start.
We got the we got the homie Torcrunch. How are you doing, man?
Doing good. Thank you for having me, bro.
Absolutely. And we have the boy Spiteful Hopes. How are you doing, bro?
I'm doing quite alright. Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
Good, man. Good. We're just hanging in here, hanging in there. So first thing I wanted to discuss with you guys, we'll start with the positivities, right? How do you guys like co-op in Bleach Brave Souls as of right now, like the epic raids, just raids in general? How do you guys feel about them?
I think it's what's keeping it alive for me, especially for streaming wise. Without like the co-op experience, I don't know, I feel like the game doesn't have too much playable value, especially on stream. I think the co-op is a big part of the success of Bleach Brave Souls, so in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. The fact that you could just play with 3 others in there.
Yeah, to grind together is pretty nice. Just like lets your viewers interact with you more. Like it's, I don't know. I feel like it's like the big thing.
Caleb's also done a good job with like making co-op a lot more valuable, so a lot more worth actually playing with other people. It used to be
it used to be terrible, but fun.
Yeah.
Would you say that epic raids kind of fixed a lot of that, or
no?
Okay.
No, not really.
It was cool because it gave us like a bigger co-op experience, but no, I wouldn't say it saved it. It was still good before epic raids.
There's the ×5 runs.
That's what I was gonna
×5
say.
runs. Oh,
dude,
man.
yeah, that was big.
Yeah.
Dude, when they put in the 5 runs for potions, I was so happy.
Yeah.
That was painful going through that. I remember watching Spite's videos, just watching him auto one stage at a time. I'm like, dude, this is dreadful.
Well, that's when modding was at its peak.
Yeah, that's weird. Like the thing a lot of people don't know, because like this game's like 5 years old, so obviously like co-op's gotten revamped several times. But the original co-op, you could when the game originally launched, they actually did have the kick function, but people abused it so much that they took it out within the first day. 2, they didn't add auto into co-op for like about a year.
It took a while. Yeah, auto took a while to be added.
That's true. Yeah, it did. And you have a lot of bad players using it.
Yep. Well, I mean, like now it's weird because it's like the only co-op is you have epic raids, and then you have inheritance zone where if you have the potion character, you're autoing anyways. You get that Hall of Fame carry.
Yeah, those are good.
True. Tor, so you feel so for the most part, raids and stuff like that and co-op are pretty good in BBS, you guys would say?
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's just too grindy. Like it's way too many runs. You're better off modding, which is the unfortunate thing to say.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's like the only thing I wouldn't really change that much is co-op. I think the co-op experience is like literally the saving grace of the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I used to have a good time running raids with my boys, because like, you guys could have joined a VC and just kind of chill and just do raids together, and it would be a pretty good time. Bleach definitely did that. So now going into the actual Dokkan topic, because a lot of guys have been wanting a co-op mode in Dokkan for like years now. And whenever I talk about it in videos, I'm like, well, Bleach Bracelets has a pretty good one. And I've been trying to figure out what they could do in Dokkan because they tried it with Chain Battle. I'm not sure if you guys are. I think Rawaad and Spite, you guys might have tried Chain Battle a couple times.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Garbage.
I barely understood what was happening when I was playing it. Yeah, it was so weird.
Dude, it's RNG to the fact that, like, let's say I'm picking Spiteful as my friend, and I take him, I get the perfect stage, like I get all the right characters on it, and then there's a random multiplier of damage at the end of it all. Like, it takes away all the co-op functions of it anyway, so it doesn't matter what friend you have, it's still RNG at the end.
That's not co-op.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not. It's horrible.
It's just more people on the friends list that people have to wail on to become more valuable to their friends.
Facts.
Yeah. So my question is to you guys. Do you think raids, like we've seen raids in Dokkan Battle a couple times, like during the 4th year anniversary. We didn't see it in the 5th year, but mainly like the 4th. I believe it was finally the Shenron was during that time. Do you think they should implement some type of epic raid type of thing into Dokkan? Or it's like multiple people just, fighting a boss at the same time? Do you think something like that would work?
That's weird.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a turn-based game, so like I feel like BBS is not really one to talk about. I feel like it's more like it should be more like Seven Deadly Sins.
Exactly.
Do they have a co-op system?
They have like the demon raids.
Their co-op system is
it's really fun to do with somebody. Yeah.
So they have raids though. So bottom line, it's
demon
like
raids. Yeah. So it's pretty much you need a person, or it could be a bot of a person, but you can also get a real person, which is a lot better. And yeah, it's honestly very enjoyable. You only get about 6 a day for the demon raids, but it is fun. I enjoyed it. But for Dokkan, it's like it's a bubble popping game. So it's like it's weird to see how that would be co-op unless like you have your team, they have their team, and then when you make your move, you wait for them, and then they both attack together, or you just see their damage. I wouldn't see how it would work.
Well, you see, that's kind of like that brings up Chain Battle again, right? Because I feel like Chain Battle was them trying to figure out what they could do with co-op, but it just turned out pretty badly. Because, like you mentioned, it is a bubble popping game, but Chain Battle was so different that, like, you could tell they were trying to at least incorporate some type of co-op. It just fell flat. That's why I'm mentioning like the raids. Maybe not, you're 100% right. Epic raids would be kind of crazy. I don't even know how. I don't think Dokkan's hardware could handle something like that, throwing so many people on the same screen. But I think just kind of like a raid in general, maybe every week, because right now, what do you guys do in the game, right? Like,
log in.
Rawaad and Spite. You log in. What do we have to do every week? That's like my biggest thing. It's like Dokkan needs something weekly. Like Bleach has PvP, it has a co-op, it has raids. Dokkan doesn't have anything. So I'm just trying to brainstorm, looking at different gacha games, basically in this video, what Dokkan could do to spice things up, bro. Because people, I mean, I'm not sure if you guys know Silly Nolar, but he's quitting.
Oh, I saw on Twitter.
He's going on a he's going on a big hiatus because he's not happy with the game. Sunblade's not logging in. Tons of people are giving up the game, and it's like banners can't save Dokkan, right? So it's like, Spite, if you were in their situation, what would you try doing for a co-op mode? Because it's so tough with a bubble popping game, right?
Yeah, that's the weird situation when it comes to like Dokkan, because it's like it's such the infrastructure of the game is just so weird, because it is a bubble popping game, and then now you have like all these crazy passives. So like if you're playing with co-op, are you gonna pick like what, 2 characters and just wait for your character to come on? No, you can't do that either, because you gotta.
Or like a rotation is yours, and the rotation is the next player's, but like then you're just idle for like 3 turns, right? So
yeah, right, exactly. It's it's odd, and like because everybody wants something, right? But it's like when I talk to people about it, we just can't figure anything out, because again, Dokkan's game itself, it's so awkward. So we could come back to like the co-op aspect. Bleach Bracelets does have PvP. That's kind of like, everybody's scared about PvP in Dokkan right now. Everybody's terrified of it. How would you guys feel if they added PvP into the game?
Well, I mean, like, how would they implement PvP though?
Would it be like World Tournament?
Like, right now, like PvP. The
World
really
Tournament's, like, the
weird thing about
closest.
Dokkan is it's either super casual or it's super hardcore. Because their PvP system, like their World Tournament, you have to be like on it if you want to score.
You
even
gotta
remotely
spend
well.
some
I
stones.
waste like 50 stones
Yeah,
every World
exactly.
Tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, like I
It's
don't
hard.
even bother doing World Tournament. Even when I see it and I know that I have the next few days off, I refuse to do it because
Grindy. It
jarring.
literally
It-
drains you, man.
Yeah. And
Yeah, it
it's
does.
better than it
for
used
sure.
to be, but I mean it's still not worth the rewards because chances are you're not going to be able to max dupe these characters because they come back. Then you have to like rely on these 2 SSR tickets every month.
Bro,
That's great.
I remember nuking with Tech Majin Vegeta for the World Tournament.
Oh my god.
Same.
That's
Yeah,
an OG,
with the
dude.
items situation. Oh man, it was a good. Yeah.
That's OG strats.
Yeah, I know. The thing is, man, I can't. Okay, if you give Dokkan a PvP system, it becomes a pay-to-win game. Because right now it's not pay. I can't consider it pay-to-win because yeah, you get a max character, but you're not hurting any other player. Like Legends, if you get a max 7-star, you're gonna dominate some other people. 7 Deadly Sins, you're gonna dominate some other players. But like Dokkan, like I don't know how people could compete with a full rainbow team. If there was some type of PvP, I would say, but it just doesn't work for that game. That's why Legends exists, in my opinion.
I wouldn't
It's true.
necessarily say it doesn't necessarily work though, because it'll all come down to the rewards. Because if it's worth it for even the casual person who doesn't really have like crazy stuff in Dokkan to at least like go in and participate, then you already gotten a W. Because that person is most likely going to come back every single time.
Yeah, I guess similar to like 7 Deadly,
True.
where they give you
True.
like diamond incentives.
I-
But
Yeah.
but just
I
think
s-
about like how
I
would that
quit.
work with Dokkan? Like how could they make a PvP for that? If it's anything like World Tournament, that wouldn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would,
Yeah,
it would have to be
yeah.
something completely off the walls different. And then before we go more into that, we could, definitely look at Bleach Brave Souls as an example. Like Tor, how do you feel about the PvP in Bleach Brave Souls right now?
Jugram.
I mean, yeah, it's at this point right now. I mean, it's pretty basic stuff. You just have the one character that gets you to the top, which is Jugram. I mean, there's a few other components, but I mean, other than that, it's mainly Jugram, and then you've got 2 good, good side characters. But I'm sitting here thinking like, I can't believe. Wait, so Dokkan doesn't have PvP or co-op right now?
no,
Is what you're saying?
bro. Doesn't
No.
have
How
either.
is that it?
No,
They have like they pretty much have like Bleach Brave Souls PvP except in their own way.
Yeah,
With the World Tournament, but
it's
it's
monthly
not like
though.
it's
like
not
once
a weekly
month
thing.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it goes
it's-
on for 3 days,
Right, like
and you have
24/7.
to literally do PvP.
Yeah,
You have to do
yeah.
PvP as much as you freaking can during that.
You can't
You
sleep.
literally can't
If you want to
sleep.
be like
Yeah.
top 10,000, you have to be you
Big-
have to
big
be
facts.
there 24 hours. It's terrible. So it's like BBS. I think it's pretty bad, but it's not like that bad because you have a full week, so you could go back in, go hard like 1 day or 2 days,
Yeah.
go super hard, and then quit. And then Dokkan's like, no, you have to sell your soul
Yeah.
to that.
Also in BBS, it's like you could bring any PvP character. Like honestly, you could bring any PvP team.
Yeah.
You'll probably lose. But like if you have Jugram and stuff, like it's not that bad. But in Dokkan, you better hope to God that you pulled one of those
AoE.
fucking like God. Oh, sorry, I don't
Yeah,
know. if I'm
LR
allowed to
Nappa and Vegeta.
Cut that
LR,
out.
Yeah,
you,
you need to
Broly,
pull-
physical
you need-
Broly. Yeah.
You need to pull that new AoE unit. Otherwise, your PvP fight can either last 20-30 seconds or 3 to 4
And if they
minutes.
ult you, you can
just because
lose the
of one
whole
character.
thing and reset your record. Because I think you need like a 30 win streak to get the reward for one of them. So like 25,
Like 25.
something.
They
I don't
changed
know.
it to 30?
No, you need 30 wins to get all the rewards from like just.
But is there? Do you have to
with
get
all
them
the
like 30
Kais
in a
and
row? Because I
stones.
know there's like a tracker. Yeah. So,
Yeah, 30 in a row. 30.
So that's
yeah,
why I'm like
30
they
in a
could
row.
one tap you.
It's
Jesus.
one shot.
yeah, so it's 20 in a row and then it's 30.
Oh, okay,
points.
20 in a row. Okay,
That's how
cool.
how
It's
have
been a
it.
while.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
so
yeah,
there's-
you're good.
okay.
You're good. I grind the World Tournament quite often whenever it's. it's
Yeah, I stopped. I'm
hate
so
it.
casual.
Me too.
When you make content for the game, you kind of have to
Yeah.
sometimes. You have to do.
True.
what you
Oh,
want.
at some point I loved it, man. I
James
was like, when I
Pixel.
was first got into Dokkan, I was hooked on the game. It was so like enjoyable to me because it was more strategy. Now it's like power creep is crazy, in that game. Anyways, that's another topic.
Yeah,
I won't get into it.
Yeah, no, I could definitely chime in on that. Power creep in Dokkan is definitely there, so that definitely goes hand in hand with PvP. So Bleach Brave Souls, again, you do have PvP in it, and the other big thing I keep telling people, it's that you don't have to do PvP in Bleach Brave Souls to enjoy the game. Like, do all three of you try hitting Lieutenant every week, or do you just kind of stay in the third and fourth?
Neither.
Oh, no.
No. Well, because there's an incentive to hit third seat, because every month something called Extreme Co-op comes out, which is like, it's just like a tough version of co-op that rewards you graciously, and everybody wants to get into third seat for that. But besides that, there's literally no reason. I mean, didn't they just buff rewards though for PvP? I think.
They're doing that. Yeah.
They did, right?
Well, no, they're about to do that.
Oh,
yeah, my man's Mafia BBS gonna get.
Yeah, that's exactly. I saw like a crazy buff, but
place,
they're upping it because it's been the same since we started playing.
Yeah,
so, or like since they added.
And they're not even giving you new free-to-play characters in the shop anymore. They stopped that.
Oh yeah, they stopped that a while ago.
I'm fine. A lot of people complain about not new characters and stuff, but I'm personally fine with that because they've added Resurrection, so that's like another source of orbs.
No, Resurrection's like the ECA for BBS, so that was great.
Yes, I'm fine where that's at in terms of new free-to-play characters, because they come out with the Zangetsus and the Senkaizens, the
Ichigos,
Senkichigos. So like we have the new characters, and they're much better value than Metal Exchange. So
100%. No, but the thing, like Rawaad just said, he doesn't actually play the PvP aspect of it, or I guess not very often. So you don't need that. That's how I kind of see it in Dokkan. Like if they want to put it in Dokkan, I think it's fine as long as they do it kind of like BBS, because then, like you guys mentioned, then the whales have somewhere to do their whale things, which to me it's fine. I mean, if you're spending thousands of dollars on the game, you should kind of have a spot where you could go all out, right?
Yep.
Like World Tournament, it doesn't matter if you're a whale or not. It just comes down to how many stones you want to use.
That's true. Yeah, that's very true.
So it's like there's no real spot for like Truth or Goresh to really use all their rainbowed units, because the other thing too is Dokkan doesn't have very hard events anymore. Extreme Super Battle, it's pretty easy. Most people have been able to item them
crazy
as long as you have the rainbows.
Yeah.
Right. It's like because of the power creep. The power creep in Dokkan's insane because it's just made everything so stupidly easy. So it's like that's why I'm kind of for PvP for two reasons. One, give whales a spot, and two, as a content creator, I have a lot more things to complain about.
That's why that's why like 7 Deadly is so good for content, because you could like do a 30-minute PvP video every day showcasing a different character, which is like enjoyable to watch, to be honest. Like
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Also,
go on.
Also, what Rawaad was talking about, like, because we were talking about this a while ago, and we're like, your watch time is also really high, because more often than not, people are fine with watching like that entire PvP fight to see how they perform in terms of defense and offense. And then on top of that, the more watch time you get, the better you feed the algorithm. So the more watch time, the more promotions you get, and then obviously it's a cycle of more watch time.
Yeah, watch time is very big, and it's very, like speaking for myself, it is very difficult to have like a 10-minute plus watch time on some content. Like I usually don't get 10-minute plus watch time.
No, I mean,
I never get
like that. Maybe like 4 minutes, 4 to like the highest I've had was like 8, and that's happened maybe like a handful of times, but mostly it's like 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, me too.
And again, Dokkan's not PvP, so I can't blame these guys. Everything I upload is PvE content. It's just me beating a stage. They're not gonna want to watch the full thing of just watching the same attack stat over and over. So you can't really blame people. Can't. So definitely it's PvP. Yeah, no, I don't at all. And PvP and Dokkan, for me at least, I'm cool with it. I want to see them at least try it. Remember, the game's been around for 6 years now. We're coming up on the 6-year anniversary. I think it's time for them to kind of
take a leap,
try something new. Yeah. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. They could just not do it anymore.
They've done that too.
They have.
They have where they just tossed crap on a wall and saw what stuck. Like what was that game mode? Was it Chain Battle? Like the original.
You're thinking of Battlefield. Battlefield's still around.
The original Battlefield was Battlefield still around. It's a pretty cool mode for Stones, especially.
Battlefield's still around. It's a pretty cool mode for Stones, especially. Battlefield's still around. Battlefield's still around. Battlefield's still around. It's a pretty cool mode for Stones, especially.
No. The Battlefield that we have now is different from what the Battlefield.
Yes,
was
it is.
when
So
it
it's a
first came
Battlefield
out in
1
beta.
and a Battlefield 2.
Oh, that's
We've been
right.
on
That's
Battlefield 2
right.
now.
Yeah.
Which
that was
everybody
weird,
liked the
janky.
first one more. Everybody,
It looked
crazy.
cool.
It was,
It was
so much
dope.
cooler. It
Oh,
was
the
so
one
much
where you're
cooler.
on
And then
3.
they did the second one.
Oh, I remember that. And you just
Yes.
that's so
Yes,
weird. Yeah,
yes.
I can't believe that was a thing.
And they took that out, and I was like, why? It was so weird to me that they
That was
decided
a weird
to do
concept. Yeah, that was pretty cool though. That was different to see all the character
Yeah,
models
it was
just
cool.
spammed together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dope. I like that.
So going back, I guess, to like the co-op in Dokkan. So is everybody just kind of like it might not work? Besides, like maybe not like they won't be able to throw all of us on screen, but maybe just fighting a boss every week or something like that. They just throw like some crazy big boss out there and they just do a couple rotations as a community. I just
like
don't
a
know what
world
they
boss
can do.
would be fine. Like I love those things. Like
Yeah,
world
me too.
bosses.
Yeah, me too. And I think that's one thing that they can do for co-op. Anything else besides that, I don't think
It's
I
hard,
don't know.
man. It's hard.
It is hard. I don't know if I don't think they could go further than that in Dokkan. Besides, like just raids.
Yeah, I don't see.
Which they never do.
I'm
And
trying to think
then
of how they.
It just doesn't work for
True.
me with the
it's
way the
so-
game is.
It just doesn't work. Yeah. Like they would have to make a completely different. Like they try to a chain battle, and it just doesn't work, right?
like
They
the
can
only
try
way I
again.
could think of like a PvP is like literally the Battlefield version 1 type, and then like you are competing where you're dragging like 100 units to each other. But like, how would that work? Like if you have all rainbow, 100 rainbow, you automatically win every time. So like I don't know, man. That's so weird.
It is
It
weird.
could also be like a combination of Battlefield and what is it? Because like you get scored based on the time it takes for you to actually choose the things in chain battle, right?
Yes, you get scored
Yeah.
on how quickly you press them, and bro, it's like a million things that they count. So it's
Yeah.
like,
It's such a pain.
it's all
such a
the
pain.
links. So it counts in all the links, all the categories that they're in. Then once you get to the screen, it's RNG on the 8 units that it throws at you. So you have to literally grab those 3 perfect linking category partners right then and there. And I think that calculates all of it. And then I think there's a third calculation that's the RNG element of it, because I have Gresh as a friend and I've used him twice. Like I would use him maybe like 2 or 3 times to test it out. The first time, be low. The second time would be my highest. And then the third time would be like in the middle. It doesn't make any sense. So there's a third thing that they throw in there that
Some RNG factor.
Chain
Yeah.
Battle does that's ridiculous. Yeah, there's some RNG
Yeah.
in there that they're not telling us about. I'm sure they don't want to say it, but it's there.
Yeah, I mean, like the RNG, I think is, I mean, it's not good for the players, but for the actual, like for the company, it's a good thing. Like the RNG element just means that you're probably gonna come back and try to test for a better score again.
Yeah,
It keeps
Yeah,
you coming
exactly.
back, and that I think is kind of big for like a company.
true.
Yeah.
True, which it does. It does. I have spent a lot of stones
It-
on that.
Yeah, and just because a game has a PvP system doesn't mean like it's worth. Like I mean, BBS has had it since the game came out, but like I wouldn't call it fun by any. I mean, in my opinion, it used to be fun because it wasn't as competitive and like it wasn't all meta teams. Back then, I used to be able to use like 3 Compachis or 3.
I miss
me
that
too,
meta,
man.
dude. Using broken, the red Kenpachi and the tech one was
Or
was
even
was
using
so
like
much
when
fun.
Stark came out, the tech Stark, he would 1v3. Like it
Stark
was,
was dope.
I don't know. To me, that was just like prime
Oh,
time.
man,
Now
he's
it's just
so
like
sexy.
it's just
It's too much,
Jugrams.
dude. Now it's just.
Do you know what
flurry,
Have you heard of Jugram? Do you know what he
poise.
does?
I
Oh,
have him, and I know he has like he's invincible for like
10 seconds.
it, like
he
10
reflects
seconds,
20
seconds?
20% of damage back.
Yeah, the counters. Yeah. I got him. I went so crazy for him, but then when I did PvP, like you mentioned, dude, I just got. So
Yeah,
good.
it just there's no
I think
control.
I had him.
Boy.
What's this dude's name? Because I had like a pretty decent PvP team.
Toki?
I had.
Toki's
him.
not that good. Chad?
What Tokinat is probably the best character. in
Really?
PvP,
Oh, he's
right?
still that.
Toki's
Oh, that
pretty-
it's
yeah,
still
he's a
being
monster.
used.
Like
He's a monster.
he's probably the best character in PvP next to Jugram.
What about me, Asaki?
Jugram, the blue. I forgot the big dude.
She's weird.
I forgot
Chad?
who this other guy is, but he's he is blue.
Oh,
but he's one of the.
Ichibe.
Ichibe?
There we go, Ichibe. Yeah, Ichibe's dope. I have him 5 out of 5
damn.
actually, and then I was using, I forgot the other one, bro. It's been a while since I used something, but whenever, that's the thing, like I don't do the PvP, bro.
Neither do I,
just
man.
don't.
Like,
because there's such boring units. Like when I go in, I'm trying to use like the the fun units I could clear shit quick with, not just watch
like I said,
nothing
you really
for a
just need
minute.
to hit third seat like once or twice for extreme co-op, and then you just grind editing brushes to reroll. And once you have enough, like that's really the only benefit of PvP, I would say, is just to get extreme co-op and get editing brushes, because you're gonna reroll. Spite knows better than anybody how tedious re-rolling is. Like, what's the most you've spent?
Rerolling's the most annoying.
What's the most brushes you spent on one item?
To well over 100.
Yeah.
It's the worst one.
Easy.
I want to say 200.
One item, yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
One item. I literally watched like a 40-minute show.
You get nauseous though, man, from pressing. Remember me and you were doing it on stream after like Fall Guys or something. I spent like 70 and I didn't even get 20% roll. I didn't even want the max one. I just wanted 20.
Oh my god.
Yeah, those brushes are clutch, at least.
Yeah, no, and that's definitely it's a rough time. It's a rough time.
Oh, about the competitive thing, I want to go back a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead,
about
go
the
ahead,
PvP.
man, go ahead.
So BBS, when it comes to PvP, has always been competitive, but a lot of people, like you could run whatever you want back in the day. But the thing is, unfortunately, with the introduction of Link Slot potions, with the introduction of level 200, with the introduction of max transcending, resurrections, like every single character now is so much more like dominant. So like DR characters are just like by far none the most the most oppressive things in comparison, because like a 5 of 5 unit with like a max defense roll, have fun like even trying to damage
you literally
that
do
thing,
one
unless
damage
you're using a SP based character. But Caleb decided to put a bunch of characters with Pierce Barrier, which is like, I think Jugram, Askin, and Ichibe all have Pierce Barrier. I'm pretty sure Jugram has Pierce Barrier, but I'm not 100% sure.
He does have Pierce Barrier.
He better.
I'm pretty sure.
So pretty much, like, if you have those three, which now I remember, I do have Askin as well. You just run that, and you're pretty much golden.
Yeah, if you run like
and then it's just a battle on who has them, 5 out of 5.
Yeah, and who has better rolls on their accessories. And it's like there's Araniro posted a video on Twitter of like two Chads, his Chad and somebody else's Chad fighting, and they were both just doing 1 damage to each other for like 4 minutes until one of them died. Like, because they that was so funny though to watch. Yeah, they're just both doing 1 damage for like 4 minutes.
Oh yes, I watched that. Yeah, dude, that guy's a goat, bro.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this is probably like an abrupt ending, because when we were recording this, we actually recorded for like about an hour. So what ended up happening was, for about 30 minutes, we actually talked about PvP and co-op, and then it actually jumped into just us talking and just hanging out with like seriously just hanging out for like another. The video is like an hour long, but we're cutting it in half. I might have another video where we're just kind of like shooting the shot and just kind of hanging out with the boys. That's definitely a podcasty type video right there. So hope you guys enjoyed this PvP and co-op section. Make sure to check out Spiteful Hopes, Torcrunch, and Rawaad's YouTube channels. They are Bleach Brave Souls content creators, and they're all very good at their craft. I appreciate all the support on this video, and these guys coming on. They are all fantastic gentlemen, really cool dudes, and it was a fun time recording this. So if you guys enjoyed, you could subscribe to my channel as well if you guys would like to. But I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here and let my boy Soviet know thank you so much for the editing again, my friend. So we'll see you guys in the next one, everybody. Take care and peace out.